So, this reminds me of the spoon my mama used to hit me with when I was a child. Wah!
You must have been a very naughty boy, Tom.
Sometimes. This is yours?
Thank you.
All right, so what are we making now?
Second dish we'll do for you today is a scallop and prawn risotto.
Okay.
Or as our friends in America and Canada might say, risotto.
Risotto.
This will be served with some salsa verde and also some caramelized garlic, which I prepared earlier. So basically we have some fish stock here, because it's a seafood dish.
Yep.
Very important when we make risotto that our stock is hot.
Yeah.
So obviously we're doing a fish dish, so we're using fish stock. If we're doing chicken, we'd use a chicken stock. If we're doing vegetarian, we'd use a vegetable stock.
Okay.
The other most important ingredient in a risotto is obviously the rice.
Yep.
This is a high-grade Italian rice, either arborio or cannoli rice.
Yep.
This is an arborio rice, short grain, lots of starch, so this will give it a nice creamy texture when we make our risotto.
Okay.
So let's start, huh? First thing, a little bit of olive oil in our pot.
Yep.
Like I said before, our stock is ticking away nicely. We don't want it too salty, because obviously it's going to reduce down.
Yep.
And the more it reduces down, the saltier we'll get, and then our end dish will be salty, so we don't want that at all. So heat up a
Salt
little
and the
bit of
Parmesan too.
Exactly.
Yep.
So in our olive oil, put a little bit of garlic.
Yep.
A little bit of diced onion. And we just basically want to sweat that off.
Nobody likes that smell, huh? Oh, it's
Beautiful,
terrible.
huh?
Did I say I was hungry?
Next step, our rice goes into our onions and our garlic.
Yep.
And basically, with a risotto, you want to start working the rice. You
Yep.
want to get all that starch out of the rice, which will end up thickening our dish. So you saute for maybe 1-2 minutes
Yep.
till the onions and the garlic are soft, and just until that rice starts to release all its starch. Next step is our hot stock, and we add 1 or 2 ladles at a time. Basically, this is called the absorption method. So what we're doing here is we're stirring, moving all the time.
Yep.
The stock will reduce, the starch will come out of the rice,
Yep.
and it'll thicken up our dish.
It's important not to put too much stock in also, or too little.
Exactly,
It's got to be balanced.
exactly. If you put too much, you'll end up boiling the rice,
Yeah.
become soft, mushy. That's
Yeah.
not what we want. If we don't have enough, the rice will burn, the rice will become hard and crunchy, and we don't want that either.
Yep.
Now with a risotto, as the Italians will say, al dente. So it's got to be to the bite. So we still want a little bit of crunch,
Yep.
a little bit of bite in the rice. Char grilled earlier,
Yep.
already pre-cooked.
Yep.
Some scallops, I've basically just sealed them so they're still medium rare.
Okay.
And I'm just going to put them in the oven to reheat. Seafood is one of those things you have to be very careful, very delicate.
Yep.
Cook it too much, becomes dry, floury, horrible. So you can see our risotto rice, our stock starting to evaporate, starting to be absorbed into the rice. Basically this is where you have to be very careful with your temperature control.
Yep.
If it starts to boil too rapidly, just turn down the heat. That's why gas is perfect for making risotto. If it's not hot enough, crank it up. And also you want to be careful that our stock doesn't evaporate away to nothing. And the next thing we'll do is I have a little bit of pre-made tomato Napolitana sauce. When we make this risotto, we want to give it a little bit of colour.
Yep.
So the redness will give it the colour, and the cream as well. So basically it'll be a nice rosé colour. So that's
Okay.
what we're looking for. So I'm just going to add the tomato in there.
You put the tomato in when it's about half cooked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We don't, because this tomato sauce is already reduced. We don't want to reduce it too much, and we don't want it to burn.
Yeah.
So, but we've got plenty of stock, so we've got no chance of that happening. So this is where the timing is essential.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be adding cream, tomato, we want it to reduce at the same time. We want to be careful of how much stock we're adding, because we don't want to overcook our rice. We still want it to be al dente. So, a little bit of cream. This also helps too. A lot of Italians will turn up their nose and say you should never add cream to risotto. Personal choice.
Yeah.
Because they believe that you get enough starch from the rice, and this
Yeah.
will be the creaminess enough. So I just like to add a little bit extra, especially for Western palates. We all love cream, we all love the bad things in life, so cream, butter. Now, of course, with anything, we need to taste. We also need to taste and check the texture of the rice.
Yeah.
This is good. Still got a little bit of a crunch. Not overcooked. We'll add now a little bit of sea salt, seasoning.
And you've only cheated for the show, right?
Absolutely. We never cheat in the restaurant. That's why...
just wanted to make sure, so there's no confusion. I already knew the answer.
Yeah, and that's why when ordering risotto in a restaurant, you should allow 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah. So they say risotto waits for no one.
Yeah.
So when risotto's ready, you have to serve straight away. Yeah. I'm just about to grab our seafood.
All right.
It'll be,
I always ask how long it's going to take when I go to a restaurant for the risotto. If they say, oh, it'll only take 10 or 15 minutes, I say, all right, I'm just going to order something else.
You know they're cheating.
Yeah.
Just to finish, add a little bit of Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
Basically, this will help our risotto thicken up, add great flavour, and a nice little bite from the Parmesan cheese. Again, Italians will tell you that you should never add Parmesan cheese to seafood. I like to break the rules. I think for the creaminess, the tomato, the Parmesan cheese just goes very well.
Yeah, I agree.
I probably wouldn't put a lot of Parmesan cheese on afterwards, but I think for the risotto, it works well. Yeah. But again, personal choice. Don't like cheese, don't add it.
Don't add it.
Okay, so you can see. You can see our risotto now is starting to reduce.
Can I give that a little try?
Absolutely. Pretty much all of our liquid has disappeared. Some people say it should be like lava, you know, not too dry, not too wet, but still a nice oozing consistency. Wet sand is another one that some people say.
As long as it's not quicksand.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we've got our seafood ready to go.
Yep.
Our risotto is ready to go. What we'll do is we'll garnish with a bit of salsa verde. And we have our piece de resistance. A little bit of a trick we like to do is caramelise garlic cloves.
Okay.
So basically we've roasted off the garlic beforehand. Yep. We've made a caramel. Basically dipped them. I'm not going to tell you all the techniques because I don't want to give away too many of our secrets.
I don't want anyone killing me.
So that'll be a nice little garnish.
All right.
So we're ready to serve.
Yeah, let's plate it up.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you're ready to plate it up?
Let's do it, Tom. So basically we've got our risotto ready.
Okay.
Nice little consistency there.
Yep.
We've got our scallops and our prawns cooked to perfection. Salsa verde, which is basically a mix of parsley, lemon, capers. Blend in a food processor. Okay. Put a little bit of parsley as well, or basil. Some chopped tomato concasse, which is basically just chopped tomato, blanched, no seeds, no skin. Some lemon to garnish. So we're ready to plate up. So basically what I've got here is a good little chef's trick that we use in the restaurant. Is a cutter, stainless steel cutter. So this is good to give us a good shape with our risotto.
So that's the trick, huh? I have a hard time using my hands. I can never get it perfect.
Chef's secrets revealed on the show. Basically you'll see a lot of cutters being used in kitchens. So whether it's for little plated dishes, canapes, they're a good little tool to have. Gives you a good little shape. Beautiful for presentation. So we've got our risotto. We'll take our prawns. Now because it's for you, I feel a little generous, so I'll give you a lot of prawns, a lot of seafood. I hope you like them.
Did I say I was hungry?
Yeah. So you can see our scallops. They're still medium rare. They're not too firm. They've still got a little bit of give in them, which is what you want from scallops. You don't want to overcook them. They become dry. They become like rubber, tasteless. So medium rare is the best thing for scallops.
Yep. Medium rare.
Yep. Now the trick is we'll bring our cutter off and we have a perfect shape. Salsa verde. So we've got our lemon juice, our olive oil, parsley, lemon zest, garlic. As before we did with the other dish, the lemon will help cut through the seafood. Yep. A little bit of tomato concasse for garnish. We've got the red and the green happening. Nice lemon cheek for garnish.
They can squeeze it on for themselves?
Yep. And our piece de resistance is our little caramelised garlic. Just a little bit of height into the dish as well. And we're just about done, ready to eat.
All right.
So the only thing left to do is a glass of wine for you.
I thought you'd never ask.
Glass of wine for me, nice Sauvignon Blanc, nice bit of acid which will cut through the seafood.
All right, perfect.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bon appetit.
I'll do it Thai style, even though we're in an Italian kitchen, which is spoon in your right hand, fork in the left, which works well with risotto. And we'll try one of these scallops. Yeah.
Oh, I like butter, huh?
Yeah, cooked very nice. Actually, I forgot one important thing.
Squeeze a lemon. Good call.
On there.
You can see the scallops are still a little bit translucent in the middle, which is a good sign. We haven't cooked them all the way through. So. Let's get those sound effects of the.
That scallop is cooked to perfection.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Almost melted in my mouth.
Fantastic. Make sure you try the garlic too. You know.
That's the one thing I want to
Give
dig
it a little
into
bit of
here.
a crunch.
Never had one of these.
The savoury of the garlic and the sweetness of the caramel. Hope you got good teeth. Don't worry.
Can I mix this with the risotto?
Absolutely.
Or?
That's yeah. Don't worry. There's plenty of good dentists in Phuket, so if you break a tooth, we'll be all right. But let all those flavours, get in there. See. Can you hear that, folks?
That is different, but very good. Just put a little more risotto in there.
So you get the sweetness, the crunch, the softness of the rice. Good combination.
Very good dish, folks. You gotta check this one out. Try a little more scallop too.
Better try a bit of prawn too.
Prawns are getting lonely.
Yeah.
Let me try a little more.
It's a good job you got here.
It is.
The tricky bit of cutting the prawns with a spoon, you've done well. You can get the nice little salsa verde, a bit of acid coming through, cut through it all again. Good combination. Oh, you're missing one thing. Wash it down, don't want to get thirsty.
Folks, this is service.
All that Paresa. Ching ching.
Cheers, mate. That is very good. Excellent flavors. Nice mixing of the citrus and the tomato and the risotto. Everything's cooked very well. The scallop, perfect. Yeah, good job.
Thank you.